The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hi children, how are you? Hope you are healthy and happy. I am happy to meet you through Google Meet. Always be happy and healthy. In the previous class, we understood about viral disease. Nipah is a virus which is causing Nipah disease, and we also understood about how it spreads the disease from one person to another person. In the same way, AIDS is another viral disease which is also known as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, and it is a dreadful disease which is caused by HIV virus. And later on we understood that lymphocytes is playing an important role in providing immunity to the body, and HIV is a virus which is also called human immunodeficiency virus, which multiplies and it will be taking charge on the genetic mechanism of lymphocyte, and thus it is making the lymphocyte defective and there will be reduction in the immunity of the body. Thus, many other diseases, when it will be taking place in the body of a person, that situation will make the AIDS even more fatal. That also we understood. And next, later on we understood that there are many ways through which the person will be infected with HIV. Mode of transmission we understood in the previous class. Also we understood that there are many other ways through which AIDS does not spread, and later on we learned that our attitude towards the AIDS patient should be, it should be caring, loving, and we should make them feel that they are one of us. And next we understood that hepatitis is another liver disease which is caused by hepatitis virus, and the major symptoms we understood the transmission of disease and the organ or the body part affected. And later on we learned that how we can prevent hepatitis by seeing the preventive measures, and then we understood that there are many other viral diseases other than AIDS, hepatitis, and these are chickenpox, SARS, rabies, AIDS, Ebola, and we also understood the mode of transmission. And next we came to know that there are diseases which are caused by fungus. There are certain fungus which are harmful to human body, and these are the fungus which we understood about it clearly. And we came to know that there are diseases caused by fungus such as ringworm, athlete's foot, and the symptoms as well as mode of transmission also we understood in the previous class. Later on we came to know that diseases are also caused by protozoan, and they are unicellular eukaryotes, and the common disease caused by protozoa is malaria, and the symptoms related to malaria also we learned in the previous class. And we understood from the illustration that the pathogen is Plasmodium and the host is human, and the vector is female Anopheles mosquito, which is causing the disease or which is spreading the disease from one person to another person in the case of malaria. And next disease caused by protozoa is filariasis, and the pathogen is filarial worm, and the vector is Culex mosquito, which is the male mosquito. And we understood how this filarial worm is causing disease in the human body in the previous class, and illustration related to filariasis we have seen in the previous class. And next is that we understood that the multiplication of pathogen is taking place because of polluted surrounding, and due to that what happens, the spreading of communicable disease is taking place. Therefore, it is necessary to avoid such situations, and for that we used to observe dry day in school as well as at home. And later on we understood that this dry day which is being observed in school as well as at home will prevent the diseases, and the diseases will not spread from one person to another person. Dry day is the day where the eradication of disease is taking place by cleaning the surroundings as well as the home or the school premises. So, till there we understood in the previous class, my dear children. Now we are going to learn the next topic, that is non-pathogenic diseases. You can observe the illustration here: cancer, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, physical inactivity, smoking, unhealthy diets, chronic lung disease. All these are the diseases which are coming under non-pathogenic diseases, isn't it? They are non-communicable diseases. And what are non-communicable diseases? They are those which will not spread from one person to another. And the diseases which are coming under non-communicable disease, they are genetic disease, lifestyle disease, deficiency of nutrients as well as occupational diseases. The first one is genetic diseases. The cause of genetic disease, it has been said that it is caused by the defects in the genes that control the cellular activity. Cellular activity means it controls the cell activity which is present in the body of the human being, and the gene is controlling it, and if the gene is defective, surely it will be leading to genetic diseases. The example of genetic diseases are hemophilia, sickle cell anemia. Hemophilia, we know that normally blood clots with the help of some proteins present in the blood plasma, isn't it? We know that when a wound takes place, automatically after few minutes the blood will be clotting there. It is because of some protein present in the blood plasma. Normally what will happen when the genes that control the protein synthesis becomes defective? When the gene which is synthesizing such proteins is becoming defective, what will happen? We can see it has been said that the synthesis of protein fails. When the gene will become defective which is producing or which is synthesizing the protein, when it is becoming defective, surely what will happen? The synthesis of protein will fail, and due to that what will happen? Excess blood flow will be taking place through the minor wound also, and that is a condition which is called hemophilia. So, hemophilia is a condition in which excess blood is lost even through minor wound. And next it has been said that it is a genetic disease and a complete cure is not possible, but a temporary relief is brought by identifying and injecting the defective protein. Temporary relief can be brought in the patient by injecting the defective protein or the gene which is present there. It will be replaced by the functional gene, and for a temporary period of time the relief will be given to the hemophilia patient. And there are certain social organization is associated with the hemophilia disease, where they are helping the patient by giving special care and attention. So, certain organizations are there which is helping the hemophilia patient by giving them care and attention. That is about hemophilia. And the second genetic disease is sickle cell anemia. You can see the illustration here. This is a normal RBC. You can see here it is a normal RBC or the normal hemoglobin, and the second part is telling about the change in the hemoglobin structure. You can see it is in the form of a sickle cell. This is abnormal hemoglobin. So, you can see here also this is the normal hemoglobin and these are the abnormal hemoglobin. This is normal and this is abnormal. This is in the form of sickle shape. So, we can see what is sickle cell anemia. The defects in gene also cause deformities in the sequencing of amino acids, which are the building block of hemoglobin. Hemo means iron, globin means protein, and the protein is synthesized with the help of amino acid. And therefore, it has been said that amino acid are the basic building block of hemoglobin. So, in the case of the structure of hemoglobin, it has been said that if the gene is defect or it is defective, surely deformities will be taking place in the sequencing of amino acid in the structure of hemoglobin. The order of amino acid will be changing there if the gene is defective there. Due to that, what happens? The structure of hemoglobin changes and the RBC will be in the form of sickle shape and they will be collected in the blood vessel. Thus, they will block the flow of blood and therefore, thereby oxygen carrying capacity decreases. This is how the disease sickle cell anemia is taking place in the case of human being. I think you would have understood about sickle cell anemia. That is also very, very important, my dear children. Now, the next genetic disease is cancer. It is caused by uncontrolled division of cells and it spreads to other tissues also. We know that normal cells, they divide as 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32. Like this, the division used to go in normal cells. But in the case of cancer cells, the division will be uncontrolled. It is not in a normal way and it is spreading from one part of the body to the another part of the body. And the cause for cancer is smoking, radiation, virus, hereditary factors. Causes are smoking, radiation, virus, hereditary factors. And the disease may become complicated with the spread of cancer cells to other part of the body through blood and lymph. How the disease is getting complicated, my dear children? It is because when it is spreading from one part of the body to another part of the body through blood as well as lymph fluid, then only we can say it is dangerous, isn't it? And the treatment is surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy. The treatment for cancer is surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, etc. Next, it has been said that if the disease becomes severe, the recovery is difficult. Therefore, early diagnosis is crucial in the treatment of cancer. This is important. It has been said that earlier the diagnosis of cancer is being done, surely the treatment will be taking place and the patient can recover from the cancer. Otherwise, what will happen? The disease becomes severe and the recovery is difficult. So, early diagnosis is very, very important in the case of cancer. You can see here the illustration related to cancer. Normal cell division is taking place, I told you, as 1 cell to 2, 2 to 4, and later on what is happening there? The tissues will be forming and they will be doing their own function. But in the case of cancer cell division, you can see what is happening there. With the 2 cells, uncontrolled cell growth has taken place there, and when it spreads from one part to other part, surely it will become dangerous. Here you can see this is the normal cell, this is the tumor cell which is also called cancerous cell, and this cancerous cell, it will be spreading from one cell to another cell, thus causing the disease more complicated. That is related to genetic diseases. 3 of the diseases are very, very important, my dear children. You have to learn it, study it, and the indicator, if it is given there related to 3 of the diseases, you have to jot in your file. Only the indicators you have to write, my dear children. Don't write the notes. Next is lifestyle diseases. Diseases are caused by unhealthy lifestyle. Nowadays we are having unhealthy lifestyle. because we used to eat junk foods. So, surely junk foods will be leading to diseases, lifestyle diseases, and the causes you can see here: changes in food habits, lack of physical exercise, mental stress, consumption of alcohol, smoking, drug abuse. All these are the causes for lifestyle diseases. I think you would have understood about it, my dear children. Illustration related to lifestyle diseases you can see here. This is the collage, and here you can see cancer, diabetes, heart disease and stroke, chronic lung disease, isn't it? Physical inactivity, alcohol abuse, tobacco, unhealthy diet. These are the diseases which are causing there if we are having the unhealthy lifestyle. So, that is related to lifestyle diseases, isn't it? And you can see here the table related to the certain lifestyle diseases. Disease, diabetes, already we understood about it. Deficiency of insulin or its malfunctioning leads to diabetes. Fatty liver, from the name itself we can say deposition of excess fat in the liver. Stroke, also we know about stroke. Rupture of blood vessels in the brain. Hypertension, that also we know, decrease in the diameter of arteries. When there is decrease in the diameter of artery, what will happen? The blood flow will not be taking place properly, oxygen carrying capacity will decrease, and surely it will lead to hypertension. And next is heart attack due to the deposition of fat in the coronary artery. The coronary arteries are related to heart, and in those coronary arteries, if fat is deposited, what will happen? The blood flow will not be taking place there, and that will lead to heart attack. So, these are certain diseases related to lifestyle diseases. This table is very, very important, my dear children. You have to study it. You can see here, these are the three figures related to the smoking. If a person is smoking, what will happen to these three organs? In the case of brain, we can see smoking can even increase the risk of having stroke by 50%, which can cause brain damage or death. In the case of heart, you can see block in artery, heart attack, muscle damage. In the case of lungs, you can see this is the healthy lungs, no issue is there with it, but the lungs of a smoker, you can see what is the color of the lungs and what happens to the alveoli. The alveoli has been damaged there. So, that is related to the three organs when they are affected by the smoking. I think you would have understood about it. Now, you can see what happens to the brain when nicotine, or we can say tobacco, is reaching to the brain. Brain stroke is taking place as well as addiction to nicotine is taking place. In the case of lungs, lung cancer, bronchitis, emphysema are the diseases caused due to smoking. Heart, hypertension, loss of elasticity of arteries and decrease in the functional efficiency. The functional efficiency, that is a normal functioning of heart, will be decreasing. The arteries which are able to take the blood will not be able to take the blood because their elasticity is being lost, and hypertension is also taking place in the case of heart. So, this is the symptoms or the diseases related to the organs taking place due to smoking. This is also very, very important, my dear children. Now, as in the case of human being, how the diseases are taking place, in the same way in animals as well as in plants also we can see diseases are taking place due to pathogens such as bacteria, fungus, virus. So, in the case of animals we can see here anthrax, inflammation of udder pullorum is the disease and the pathogen is bacteria. Foot and mouth disease taking place by the pathogen virus. This is as usual you have to study, my dear children. It is again very, very important. Now, related to plants we can see pathogen is bacteria and the diseases which are taking place there due to the pathogen bacteria are blight disease in paddy, wilt disease in brinjal. In the case of virus as pathogen, the diseases are mosaic disease in pea and tapioca, bunchy top of banana is another disease related to virus, and the pathogen fungus is causing the disease such as quick wilt in pepper, bud rot of coconut. So, these are the names of diseases, that is blight disease, wilt disease, mosaic disease, bunchy top as well as quick wilt, bud rot. All these are the diseases, name of the diseases, such as in the case of human being we learned many diseases such like cholera, typhoid, malaria, leptospirosis, tuberculosis. All these are the name of the diseases. In the same way, in the case of plants and animals, just now we heard the name of the diseases taking place in them due to the pathogen bacteria, virus and fungus. This table is also important, my dear children, you have to study it. Now, what is health? The state of complete physical, mental and social well-being of a person. If a person is completely fit in relation to physical health, mental health and social health, surely we can say that person is healthy. And for becoming healthy person, we have to practice health habits to keep the disease away. I think, my dear children, you would have understood the session today which I have taken. By this, the fourth chapter, keeping the diseases away, is completed, and what you have to do is that you have to jot down the indicators related to today's topic as well as let us assess in your file. Please don't write the notes. You have to study the points from your textbook, because textbook is very important when we speak related to exam. In the examination, you have to go through each and every point which is given in the textbook. So, my dear children, once again I am saying, please don't write the notes related to the topic in your file. I want only indicators as well as let us assess from this chapter. I think you would have understood what I have said just now. My dear children, by saying this, I am winding the session. In the next class, we will be meeting. Till then, take care.